Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the AlphaWolves podcast. I'm your host, RUCA.
I'm your other host, SDot.
And although this is the first episode, it's actually episode 0.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pre-podcast episode. Right. Like in the works. So you're going to see a lot of things very different. We're just giving you a quick like briefing or rundown of what to expect in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
You'll see maybe there'll be pictures up. There's like some lighting that we're going to be changing.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, this is kind of what you'll be getting. We want to thank you, first of all, to anybody that took the time to listen to two guys. They maybe friends or family have heard of us. People in the city have obviously probably heard of us. But people that are in like Oakland that are listening to us, we appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Taking a chance here and listening to some unique entertainment. We'll call it that. Unique entertainment.
Yeah. I like that.
So we'll be releasing our audio podcasts every single Tuesday. We'll be recording on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to chime in or give us some feedback on something, interact with the podcast, just debate with us on social media, you can do that at what locations?
Twitter and Instagram will be great, and you can find us. Our @ is @Wolves Podcast, and also wolvespodcast.com.
Yeah.
And there you will be able to find all our links to Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Tuned In coming soon, and also YouTube coming soon.
Yep. So if you're watching the video podcast, they come out on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming you did, if you're seeing us make the motions right now with our hands.
Right.
We'll be giving you guys the extension for that in the near future.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, thank you. And we will kind of just like dive right into it. The topic that we've been talking about most is obviously New Year's. It's a couple weeks away. Christmas, even though it's still like a couple days away for Christmas, I feel like it's kind of an afterthought now. Like Christmas. It's so like if you're going to buy gifts, more than likely you bought them.
Right.
You kind of know what to expect. But like for me, at least being a DJ, New Year's is bigger than Christmas.
Yeah. That's all I'm thinking about.
Because it's about where you're playing or, what you're going to be doing. What are you most looking forward to? I'm going to ask you two questions. Most looking forward to for New Year's, and what is your resolution? Or do you even do resolutions? So I guess 3 questions.
Let's start with what I'm looking forward to most. I'm looking forward to playing. Like every year, like I'm scrambling, panicking, making sure I get booked for New Year's Eve. Like I think for a DJ, like if you're not booked on New Year's Eve,
don't DJ ever again then.
Yeah, that just says a lot about
it does.
Your brand and your work ethic for that year. Because so like I've been busting my ass, he's been working as crazy as I have been, and like we just deserve to be playing on New Year's Eve. It's kind of like the
pinnacle.
The pinnacle.
And I mean, in a lot of things, or not a lot of things, but in years past, we've even done multiple DJ events.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where like you'll do a gig, I'll do a gig, and then we'll do a gig together throughout the night.
In one night. Fire.
So I think that says something about us, right?
That says a lot.
Because a lot of DJs aren't even getting booked for that at all.
True. That's fire. Yeah. So that's dope. So that's what I'm most looking forward to. Just playing and like, seeing everybody have such a great time, celebrating their year. But as far as resolutions, I don't really do resolutions. I used to as a kid. I'm super goal oriented. Like I'm chasing goals every day of my life. But I'm the type that I'm not gonna wait to January 1st to start working on my goals.
That's
and
why
my
we're
resolutions.
friends, right there.
Yeah.
That statement is why we're friends. Because you're a dude who's gonna do shit when you want to do it. Right. If you don't want to do it, you're just not gonna do it.
You're right.
You're not gonna use like some monumental thing to. And I'm not dogging the people that do this, but I think it is a defining line. The people that are just like, I gotta change, I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I hate when people say, okay, I'm gonna give up eating chocolate January 1st, but I'm gonna pig out on chocolate until then so I can get it out of my system. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, just don't eat the 13 pounds of chocolate on October 31st, and don't eat the huge meal on for Thanksgiving and. And then you do the same thing kind of for Christmas.
Right.
Like you're not losing weight when you do these like New Year's resolutions to like lose weight. You're just getting rid of the last 3 months of fat that you put on from
that is
so
a
much.
Fact. What about you? What are you looking forward to most for New Year's Eve? And what are your resolutions?
I'm going to uphold last year's New Year's resolution. So this is the first one I ever failed on. And maybe you guys can even help me with this. My New Year's resolution last year was to travel more, and more specifically to travel out of the country. I've never been out of the country. I've traveled so many states.
That's crazy.
Even into Canada. Yeah, it is wild. But I want to travel out of the country. I made this resolution. I failed. I realized a lot of my friends have kids and families, and it's very difficult for them to just kind of go on a whim like I can, being single. And so I want to travel more. And if I don't travel to a different country with somebody by 6 months into the year, I'll go by myself. So
whoa, you gonna go by yourself?
It's gonna be scary. I'm gonna do it. I want to do it, and I shouldn't be limited by, people that want to do other things with their lives. Yeah. So maybe you guys again can help me. Tell me a good location and put it on Twitter at Wolves Podcast or Instagram Wolves Podcast. And let us know like where some fun locations are and why.
Right.
Don't say Amsterdam for the weed. I mean that's cool, but I don't smoke weed. If you do say a location, let me know why specifically. So it's actually helpful.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So don't forget. Oh man, New Year's. I'm excited. Where are you playing?
Well, there's one kind of maybe hush hush, but the Crystal Ball, which if you are in the Minneapolis area and you're seeing this before January 1st and tickets are still available, I know that they genuinely go like hotcakes. They actually sell out. Years past, it's been at IMS, which is International Market Square here in the Twin Cities, and they have. It's thrown by Dan Vargas. This he's great. He's just an amazing guy, super talented, just amazing at throwing events. And the events usually have 4,000 to 6,000 people. This year, it's going to be a little bit different because it's the 50th floor of the IDS building. So I think it's like windows over Minnesota. I want to say is the actual I've
been up there. It's
event.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
The view is dope.
So if you guys don't have tickets and you are interested in actually going to this event, you can go to crystalballmn.com and you can get your tickets there. Or you could go to I think Vital Culture, vitalvinyl.com has tickets available as well. What about you? Where are you playing?
I'm playing at a new club called Gold Room. Super dope club. The vibe in there is super fly. A lot of sexy ladies come there all the time. I know the tables are going super fast. The owners of Privé own Gold Room, so it's a hit out the park every time. I'm playing next to DJ Inferno, and his energy is so crazy, and my energy is so crazy. So I'm like really excited to see like, can we like merge our energies and like really take this party to like an unbelievable level? Yeah, and how that'll work out. So
Inferno, dude. Shout out to Inferno, dude. That guy kills it. So, have you played with him aside from when I played with him at the Playboy Snoop party?
No, I've never played with him, but I was DJing at Lumen and he popped out and like I made him get up there and like just play a little bit, but we didn't really like play. We just kind of messed around on the gear.
Yeah. So not to dig too much into the specific person, but like I met him. I'd heard of his name, through DJing and just in the cities and stuff. And I got booked to do when we had the Super Bowl here in Minnesota. Playboy took over Privé, and Inferno was like their resident DJ.
Right.
So I did the Playboy party, and it was playing with Snoop. And you came too. You played too, yeah. Super cool guy. But that was the first time that I got to see Inferno play.
Right.
And the thing that I got to say is like, and I'm not knocking anybody for their craft unless they suck, but Inferno's amazing. For the most part, like hip hop DJs are good at hip hop. EDM DJs are good at EDM. But a good DJ is good at dance hall, is good at Moomba, is good at hip hop, is good at pop, like salsa. And Inferno, when I saw him play, man, he was throwing down like some old joints from like this like 70s and 80s to like So I think that's what makes not even just him specifically, but like a good DJ. Yeah. Like
that's dope.
Know your audience. That's one thing so we were out last night giving you guys a little little info on how we know each other. We're both DJs, singer-songwriter over here, rapper, jack of all trades, event promoter, host.
Same with him. Designer, photographer, DJ, jack of all trades.
Yeah. So that's like-minded individuals. But I was out with him last night at a what was it called? A truck park. It's kind of like a bar club in
Huge
St. Paul.
Place, yeah.
Fun vibe. But we were with some girls, and one of the girls had mentioned to me, she's like, you need to turn the DJ down, RUCA. and I thought about it. I was like, first of all, I was like, fuck you, bitch. Didn't say that. No. But I thought that immediately, as and I was like, that. And then I go, that makes a lot of sense, but I enjoy critiquing things that I'm passionate about.
Right.
So it's not like that guy sucks. It's like, oh, what would I do there? Why did he do that? Look at the crowd. Would I have went with a higher tempo or slower tempo kind of thing like that? So watching you play last night was very difficult, and you did a great job. I'm not even just saying it because we're on air here, but it was so there's a song Mo Bamba. It's by Sheck West. So it kills everywhere you go, right? Yeah. I mean, it's whether you don't even listen to rap, you'll just be like, oh, yeah. But there were the people that were like the diehards that knew they were supposed to dance to the song. It's kind of like girls just want to have fun, right?
Right.
You play that song around a bunch of girls and they're at a bar.
Right.
You know it's going to hit, right? But I was like, oh, you guys watch when he plays this, right? It's just going to be fire here, right? And like it was half. It was like mixed, right? Weird, and I was like, that's as good as you can do in this environment. Yeah. He read the crowd. So enough about like DJing, but I thought that, round of applause. Be good at your craft is basically what I'm trying to get at. For the New Year's resolution for you guys, whatever your craft is, be better at it.
Right.
Like I'm a designer by day, a DJ by night. And he's, does like we've already went over kind of what we do.
Different things, yeah.
But you're good at everything you do. And that's why we're friends, is because we're not mediocre.
Yeah,
we're not, and it's not because we're the most amazing people in the world. It's we don't give up. We don't stop. We
never
just,
give up. Right.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah. That's a fact.
So, you guys kind of use us as an example, I guess. Honestly, like a lot of people, the people I know that are just like, dude, Scott's, a couple years younger than me, but like they're just like, Scott's grinding, man. He's like inaccessible. And I'm like, he's doing something he loves every day, all day.
Right.
And that's why he's inaccessible, because he's doing something probably more fun than responding to your text.
Right.
And he'll do that after. Like,
yeah.
Which is kind of why we did this podcast, is we lack communication, or the communication that's expected of us, of our peers and our friends and family. So we thought of making a podcast, right?
Yeah. And that way we can go back and forth, and since we can't always have the long catch up conversations on the phone, we can do it on a podcast. We can joke. You can see what's going on. You can comment and like debate what we say and say that guy's full of shit. I know him. Like, we can go back and forth, and it's gonna be a blast.
That's the best. I think, like, I know you and you know me, and calling each other out on bullshit. Dude. You know what I call you out on the most? I realize this just through like podcasts and DJing and shit, and you're a good dude, and I'm not saying this to like
dude.
You got an ego, so I hate giving you compliments because that forehead can't get much bigger.
You keep saying,
but girls, you can straight up tell girls think you're nicer than you are.
You think so?
Girls think I'm a bigger piece of shit than I am.
That's true.
Girls will look at me and they'll go, "Oh yeah, he's a decent guy. He's probably just a player piece of shit." And
more than likely.
And you're like, "Oh, well, whatever you think about me, you're very wrong for the most part." And it's the opposite for you. Not to say you're a piece of shit or anything, but like
trying to say I was a piece of shit.
I mean, I was trying to say you're a piece of shit, but I just didn't want you to catch it. And I thought
I caught it.
Cover it so you didn't tackle me. But yeah, you got that pretty boy face. You're just always chipper, and girls like, oh, he's such a nice guy. And I'm like,
the nice guy.
You think you're gonna get him to settle down? Ain't gonna happen. I want to see it. That's another New Year's. I'm making so many New Year's resolutions today. New Year's resolution: get married.
I'm gonna start dating. That's what, you know what?
Oh,
he wants me to go on a dating app. So like,
yeah,
I'll download the app today, and I'll keep you guys posted.
Ooh.
I'll keep you guys posted on my dating life, which is probably gonna suck, because I never commit to dates. So
so I got him on a dating app. I love dating apps, and
we know he's like Mr. Dating Man, like, you know what I mean?
No, you get to know a lot about somebody really fast, and if you don't have anything in common with them, then you don't have to go on a second date, right?
True.
It's a lot better than going to a bar and sifting through the 6 girls that don't want you to get to their girlfriend because they're like, we just came here to fucking dance, not be harassed by dudes. I don't care who you are, what you look like. But you get through these girls and you 20 minutes in and buying the ugliest girl in the group the drinks and just like trying to pawn off people like with your friends and stuff so you can make your way to the girl that you want to talk to.
Right.
Finally happens, and then out of the bathroom comes her boyfriend. He's like, oh, motherfucker. And you're like, I didn't look and see if she had a ring. All that can happen 40 times a night.
That's hilarious. Last night, I was in line to piss, and I asked the girl about the WoW game, and she left, and then the dude said, that's my wife. And I'm like,
I try to look for rings immediately. Do you look for rings?
I should have looked for the ring, but I wasn't flirting. We were just talking about the WoW game. And dude. He said, that's my wife. Like, all right.
Was that evil sees evil?
Yeah. That's what it is. Huh?
Yeah. Guys are just like, dude, these fucking piranhas out here.
It is. But that's funny that you like the dating apps. Like, I just feel like I don't shop at TJ Maxx or Marshalls because it's too much to pick from. Yeah. I need like a small pool. And when you go on the app, you got the whole state to look at. Like, that's tough.
Yeah, you think that, but the majority of the people are, using your example, are Amazon shoppers, which is the world.
Okay. Okay.
So you have like a great selection of people in a close area. And it's like, I've never been somebody that dated a friend of a friend kind of thing. There's 8.7 billion people in the world. Like, the overlap should never happen. You should never be like, I was with this girl and she used to date my buddy. Oof. Why? You ran out of people?
Because it's a small world and hoes make it even smaller. Yeah. One of my favorite lines. I'm sorry.
Who's that by?
Fabulous. Hilarious.
It's just because how horribly you sang it. I was like, I thought it was the girl who sings Lamb Chops.
But you can't sing better than me, though.
I can't. You're right.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, dating. So yeah, I'm a down. Which one should I download? I had deleted it.
I don't
know.
Was it
Bumble or Tinder?
So we'll delve into this reasoning and why I like dating apps deeper. 5, 6, 7 podcasts in, but I worked on developing a dating app for a while before a lot of these. So there's a lot of like theory that goes behind things, not just kind of the quick, get on a dating app, get laid kind of thing. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there. It all depends. You're just trying to get laid. There's certain ones for that. If you're honestly your best bet right now, that like you've probably heard of it, but like I don't use it personally, but like you'd kill on Grindr, dude.
Grindr?
Yeah. It's like a dating
aggressive.
App. Yeah, I mean it's aggressive. But no, it seems like just what I know from 15 years of experience hanging out with you. Mm-hmm. I feel like that'd be the demographic that would probably be most attracted to you.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, Grindr. Yeah, I hate you. Grindr is like for the gay one, isn't it?
I don't know. Just download it and you'll find it. You'll find out.
Yo, that name is wild aggressive.
It's so aggressive, dude. The fact that you didn't know what it was and the name itself made you go like, dude, I'm feeling like a lot of testosterone.
Yo, no, I'm not doing that one.
No, so everybody's heard of like Tinder and Bumble and there's like Hinge.
Mm-hmm. Hinge?
Yeah, that's it used to be like based around Facebook, I think, or your common connections of friends and stuff on there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you should get on there. You got on there one other time. I kind of peer pressured you into.
I remember.
You were on for like a day. You're like, I saw somebody I knew. I'm like, you're gonna fucking see
like
people you know.
People I knew. I spent literally an hour in the studio that night just swiping and looking. Like, it's hard to pick.
As much of an advocate as I am for like dating apps, you do have to go into it with an open mind, because even if you are Brad Pitt, this is what you're going to get. Or if you're, Kristen Bell or, Gabrielle Union, hottest guy or girl in the world, you're still going to get people that are going to hurry up and wait. It's that mentality. It's, I got to connect with all these people. I got to connect, mm-hmm. right? Swipe right or swipe left. And you've got this abundance of people, and you interact very little with those people. So you're not really getting to know wholeheartedly like one person. You're getting to know like 2%, and you're like, well, this person said something funny, I'll keep talking to that person. You like phase them out, but at the same time, you're constantly, there's like more people from when you swipe the first initial time that are getting thrown into it. So it's overwhelming, but at the end of the day, like you want what's best for you, I think, in a relationship, right?
Right.
And on these apps, it really dials it down to the simplest thing, which is physical attraction. You can build a lot off of physical attraction. I'm not saying it's, it's an end all be all, but anybody that's like, you judge a girl based off of her looks and you're on a dating app, to that I say, go fuck yourself. Because if you're on a dating app, you're literally going, how'd I want to fuck? No, I don't want to fuck. And I guess if you're looking at this through the camera, it would be the opposite, to be like, yes, no.
Right.
But yeah, so I would get on one. Try something that's like maybe Tinder.
I'll try Tinder.
Yeah.
I'll try Tinder. It.
We'll get him on Tinder today, you guys. If you see him, that means it's been like a week and he still has this thing active and he hasn't been settled down and married. I think what's going to happen is you're going to fall in love.
You think on one Tinder date?
Yeah. You're going to stop hanging out with the 34 girls you're hanging out with, and you're going to find love with this one girl
that I found on Tinder. Do you think it's a high success rate for people who like meet on like dating apps?
I mean, I'm sure it's probably similar to like The Bachelor.
Okay,
the show,
all right.
like a 6% success rate of staying together.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You meet a lot of different types of people that you normally wouldn't get to come in contact with when you're in your career. You know, I'm a DJ. You're a DJ. You're gonna come in contact with a lot of that girl. We don't even need to do like stereotypes, but we know who that girl is. You run into her everywhere, always. And if you want that, good. But if you don't, then you can find a girl who's a doctor, that doesn't go clubbing, doesn't hit that environment more than once a year. So it's like, how are you going to meet that girl?
That's a good point.
You don't go to the doctor's office.
I don't go to the doctor.
She doesn't go to the club that often.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I get it. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Now, if there's anybody out there who has had a success story from a dating app, like, let me know. I want to know about it. Let me know.
No, we got to define what success is. 2 weeks isn't success.
No. Either like engaged to or married.
Yeah.
I would say it's a success. Yeah. So, yeah.
And if you're married, like not on the way out, like divorce.
Right.
Because at this point, dating apps have been around long enough where people can be married and divorced from them. Like a couple years ago, it was like, oh, I got married from it. But you're like, well, let's find out in 2 years where you're at. They've been around like 10 years or something like that. It's crazy.
They used to be like, people were kind of embarrassed of them.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's like a thing. Yeah.
For a while, like it was just shunned. You didn't tell people about it. Now it's just like, you're not on a dating app? You don't have to, Instagram or Twitter either?
Yeah.
It's like, it's social media is what it is.
Crazy. Huh?
Yeah. But yeah, with that being said, we appreciate you guys taking a little bit of time out of your week. Again, this is a pre-podcast, episode 0. They'll be substantially longer. We're going to try to shoot for about an hour. Eventually, we will have sponsors, so we apologize in advance that that's going to eat into a little bit of the time. And we're not going to support, this is something very important to us, we're not going to support any brand or anything that we don't specifically use ourselves. We're not going to support Ladies Speed Stick. Obviously, we don't know shit about that. We've already been kind of reached out by a few great companies, but just they don't really align with us. Which
sucks because like me, I like
money is money, but yeah.
No, but yeah, we gotta have integrity, right?
Yeah. Also, tell them before we go the difference between our podcast and other podcasts and radio stations. What we're offering.
Oh, we're doing giveaways.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So how would that even work? Just we're kind of formulating a plan here, but give them a little like
so
411.
We'll have like different things going on, like the 1,000th person to like the post, or the 100th person to share a post.
Yeah.
Things like that. We'll do giveaways and tickets and money and different things.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
So that's where we want to step it up from your typical podcast. Nothing against other podcasts, or we're podcast enthusiasts ourselves. We know that it's important to stay on time and deliver constant content the exact same days.
Right.
Every Tuesday for audio, every Thursday for video.
Right.
And to stay consistent with that, because, you know, if you don't get your fix, it's like coffee, man. You can't work.
Yeah. It fucks up your whole day. It really does.
Yeah. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening again. Do you want to end this on where they can find us again?
Yeah, find us at wolvespodcast.com.
Wait. Why do we use, I want to clarify this. Why do we use wolvespodcast.com versus that?
Versus the AlphaWolves podcast? Just because it's shorter, a little bit easier to remember, less to type. So just wolvespodcast.com. And when you go there, you can find all our links to Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube coming soon, also TuneIn coming soon. Yeah. And follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Wolves Podcast.
Yeah. With that being said, thank you guys again, and we look forward to episode 1, January 1st.
Yeah. See y'all. We love you.